Okay, so we're doing compound shapes now. You've done compound shapes before.
Yeah.
Alright, so we talked about this last time. If I were to go back to the booklet, so we have these sort of ones. Yeah, did you get that far? Where we've got to cut them into different rectangles.
Yeah, we did that.
So we did that before. So some of them, for instance, get more and more complicated, but it's still the same thing, isn't it? Just cut them up, you know. This one, you can do it in lots of ways, but I might just do that. Cut it like that. This one, might just do that and that. Alright, what would you do with this one?
You would do like
2 lanes.
2 lines.
2 lines. You could go across or you could go up and down.
Yeah.
Alright. And this one, same thing?
Yep.
Alright.
Nope.
Whichever way you want to do it. So for compound shapes. Now, the only difference that we're looking at now is, well, we've got probably a simpler shape this time, alright? But what we're looking at is, it says calculate the shaded area. So you quite often get a question like this in a test because it kind of extends you a little. It's like 2 questions in one. Okay. So basically, if I'm asked to work out the shaded area, you've got to work out. So let me just, maybe if I do this, I don't think I can do that anymore. Right. If I,
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to copy, paste. So what we're going to do is think of it as 2 different ones. This is the way we have to work it. So because it's kind of got a hole through the middle, so the shaded area, it's like having a house, but with a hole in the middle. That's the gardens in the middle. So it's like, what is the area of the top? Only the shaded bit. And the way we work that out is you work out all of that whole shape. Alright?
That's 8.
So you work out that whole...
16.
Yeah. But then what we do is we work out the area of the bit we don't want,
And then you might...
and then we subtract.
Oh.
Okay? So it's like having 2 questions in one. So if this was area A, and this is area B, the shaded area would be area A subtract area B. Okay? So the area of A is what?
16.
So 4 times 4 equals 16
So that's also the perimeter.
square centimetres squared.
That would also be the perimeter.
And then it would be the area of this one would be 2 times 2, which would be 4 centimetres
12
squared.
centimeters
So the area of just the shaded would be
12
16 minus 4 makes
12
centimetres squared. So that would be your answer. So it's as simple as that.
So
right?
we do that.
That's what you'd have to do. Now, obviously, that's quite a simple one, but when you get to the harder ones, all right, nothing changes. So,
Oh my god.
for instance, this one, all right, you've got decimals to work, but actually, we still just do the big one, subtract the small one. The fact that it's in a different place doesn't matter, all right? They've got these values to help you work out the lengths of this. So, for instance, if we had to work out on B what the lengths of the inside would be, what would you say? So we've got 8. What would this length be and why?
1.
India Lily?
Like, I think it
So I'm
would...
asking for this length.
Yeah, so I think that would be 6.
Why?
Because
It says...
No, India Lily.
says going across is 1 centimetre from the on the side. It says 1 centimetre from the inside box to get.
Yeah.
And then
And that's another 1.
And that's another 1, but you have to subtract those 2.
Yeah, so the whole thing is 8.
Yeah.
Got 1 and 1, so therefore what's left here must be
6.
6, and we've got the same thing with this one down here, isn't it? So it's 6, but that's 1 and 1, so it must be 4. Okay. The decimals obviously make it a bit more difficult, but the same process applies. If that's 6.8, 1.8, 1.1, work out what that length is. This one, again, it's a more compound shape, but the same thing applies. Work out the whole grey, the whole big one, work out the little one, and then do a subtraction. That's all it is.
So it's like 8 times by 9, 72.
Yeah,
And then you have to work out.
yeah, we'd have to do this one by doing our split again, wouldn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Like that, and work it out. Alright? So the only real new thing for today is the subtraction bit to work out the grey area that's left behind. And you might say, oh, well, why would I ever need to do that? Well, you know, how do you think they know how much dough to make a donut out of with a hole in the middle? You know?
My old teacher was the person who, so in Sainsbury's, she would sit there with like just donuts, and then she would put the like a nozzle into the donut.
jamming.
Yeah, for the jamming.
That's interesting.